Hello everyone. Okay, so people have started joining in. I can see that. Nice, great. So this is the first live that I am doing on my own. So this is the Awesome People series, and this is the episode number 1. We are going to have Neha Bhatia with us, who is a wellness and yoga coach. So she has been with me personally with 1.5 months, and like I've seen her closely. I was so inspired by her journey that I wanted her to come on this platform. I wanted to bring her to this platform so that all of us can experience a bit about her, right? So we are going to take her with us right now, and I can see that she has logged in. Yeah, hi Divya.
Hello. Hi
How are
Neha.
you?
How are
Hi.
you? I'm good, great.
So
Neha looks
how's your
very
day?
excited.
Yeah, I'm too excited. Even this is my first live, so I'm not like very Instagram person. This is just you invited me. I'm so glad that you invited me here. I'm also excited to share my journey of yoga and may inspire some.
Yes, definitely. So, this is I like this thing the best that we are both going on live for the first time, like on my
Correct,
platform, right?
correct.
So, this is going to be new for both of us. So, if there are some glitches, technical glitches, please pardon us for that.
No, no, no. Yes.
So, Neha, let's get started. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to hear all about your journey. So where were you? Like, what was your life before yoga, and how is it right now? Okay.
Okay,
So you can also start with telling about what you currently do, actually. So like we can know about that better. Who are you? What you currently do?
all right. So I'll just start with my background. I'll just take I'll be very crisp and I'll not be very deep because I don't want the main purpose of the show is to let us know what yoga is all about, what are the myths, what are the FAQs that people have regarding yoga. So let me just talk about it. I am Neha Bhatia, as you all know by now, and I'm born and brought up in Bombay, and I basically I'm a mother of a 3-year-old daughter. This is my very precious title. um, when I started yoga in 2014 with few issues. I had no major health issues, but I wanted to be a 6 a.m. person basically, because I have read in many books that when you are early riser, your
Yeah.
tendency, your productivity increases. You are more active.
Yes.
You take charge of your entire life, entire day. So the day doesn't run you; you run the day. So that is the reason I always wanted to do something, and I was slightly overweight, and I was
Okay.
basically and generally take females yoga session. So my main goal was to lot of health issues like menstruation pain or talking about
Hmm.
constipation. So that was the main thing I wanted to cure, and as I already told you that yoga has always been with me since 2014. So
Yeah.
I started with yoga since 6:30 early morning, and that is how it has
Okay.
really changed me.
I guess.
Since 7 years now, I've been doing yoga. I was basically born in a Punjabi family. Okay, let me tell you a little personal thing
We
about.
love eating.
Yeah, we loved eating, and I still do. But yes, it has changed. My vision and my perspective to yoga because of yoga has changed a lot of things in terms of many aspects. So, firstly, when I was 17, I stopped being a meat eater, and I'm complete vegetarian now.
Okay.
Okay,
From 17 years old itself.
yes, yes. Something inside
Wow.
inspired me deeply, very deeply. That there's something wrong, and at this stage where you have that rational thinking, that logical thinking, where you think of existential crisis. There is always that existential crisis with all of us. That why are we here? Why are we living?
Yeah.
And what is the purpose? Why are we working so hard? We are living, we are taking birth, we are dying, and then what is the exact purpose of this life? There was always there. So I was an avid reader. I love reading.
Okay.
I'm a book I love reading books. So I delved into many philosophical books to answer my questions, but somehow really didn't click me. And then
Okay.
back in 2017, no, I'll just come back before that. When I was a teenager, I knew that there was a book called Gita. Okay, I was thinking
Yeah.
कि यार ये कौन पढ़ता है, ये बुड्ढे लोगों की बुक है, ये हमारे not for us. It's not for me at all. So just
True.
forget about it. है ना? सब बुड्ढों बुड्ढों का सब कैटेगरी हटाओ, हमको कोई लेना देना नहीं, हम तो मजा करेंगे जिंदगी में. ये होता है हमारा
True.
टीनेज का मेंटालिटी. अच्छा
सब
नहीं,
एक्सपीरियंस करने का है और all of
एक्सपीरियंस
that.
सब तो क्या है. Though I always felt that something must be there, but in our society it is not very common to know about Gita. We all know हाँ गीता एक book है बस, और कुछ पता नहीं उसके बारे में, ज़्यादा डिटेल पता नहीं. So back in
True.
2016 I started reading it seriously. Okay, I have read
Okay.
Gita now twice, and I have read
Wow.
many times in bits and pieces. Okay, many times I have read in
Okay.
bits and pieces. I have twice read in complete one go. So somewhere, and I was also into asana and pranayam. So for me,
Hmm.
yoga is not just about asana and pranayam. This is a big myth that we all have, because yoga is beyond asana and pranayam. So there are totally 4 yoga
True.
systems. One is karma
Okay.
yoga, Gita talks about. That means this is not just action, because
Hmm.
in Western slogan is there कि work is worship, work is worship. But ऐसा नहीं,
Worship.
Gita doesn't talk about कि work is worship. Work is worship when you do it without self-centeredness, you know, without
Okay.
looking for the fruits of that. When we do something, we always want कि क्या
True.
मिलेगा हम जो भी करेंगे. But गीता,
Yeah, that's there.
अगर आप कर्म करते हो तो सब कर्म करते हैं, लेकिन कर्म योगा कब बनता है, जब हम उसको सेल्फ सेंटर्ड होके नहीं करें, जस्ट अपनी ड्यूटी और धर्म निभा के करें. दैट इज कर्म योगा. So there's a
Yoga
difference
taken it as
between.
that way. Like yoga
Yes.
generally people तब लेते हैं जब like
हाँ.
people want something change in their body, right?
Yeah,
So
that is
like being
also part
doing
of
it selflessly.
yoga.
Wow, that's a new
That is
perspective.
also part of yoga. See, I'll tell you for 4 things. There are 4 yoga systems. One is karma yoga,
Mm-hmm.
which I just mentioned. Second is Gyan yoga, through path of knowledge, through a lot of various philosophical aspects of why this universe is, what is the creation, all that knowledge, philosophical knowledge, and then you understand your inner self and connect. Third is Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga now.
Okay.
Raj Yoga is basically a part in asana and pranayam. Raj Yoga is basically control of your mind, your senses, your body, your breath. That is what pranayam and asana is all about, and that is
Yeah.
Raj Yoga. So what we are
Okay.
doing every day in morning with you, when you
Yeah.
join me, you are doing a part of Raj Yoga. You are not doing any yoga, but a part of
Okay.
Raj Yoga, where we do asana and
Okay.
pranayam to control our breath, our body, and maintain our flexibility, bring harmony of mind and body,
Hmm.
and try to control our breath. Because with asanas and pranayam, what you do first, you control your body. Then the next step, you purify and remove toxins. You purify your body, hence
Hmm.
thereby you purify your mind. And then when you purify your mind, subtly, dhire dhire, you reach to a stage where you understand your inner self, because now your contamination is completely gone with asana and pranayam, with breath works.
True.
Then then you reach above sense level, above the senses
Hmm.
or the bodily level. Okay, and the
Okay.
fourth yoga is bhakti yoga. That yoga is basically part of devotion, basically part of love.
Okay.
So these are the 4
Hmm.
things. So I'll come back to my story now. So in 2017, I started yoga, reading Bhagavad Gita. So I talk
Hmm.
about 4 Gita, and in 2018, I decided that I would like to join. I like to look something in yoga in my career. I want to change my career into yoga, and that is where I became a mother, And then I
Yes, you were basically an MBA in marketing, right?
yes,
Before that.
yes,
So you
I
already
was
experienced
working.
the corporate culture and
Yeah,
all of that.
I worked 5 years in corporate culture, and then but I
Okay.
by side by
After
side
that.
I was also doing yoga early morning. So I was starting my day being a corporate person. I start my day with yoga. I gained the benefit, and entire day I was very active, very active, and throughout the day I was feeling that I was completely energized. At the same time, I could take decisions right. So I felt that goodness
True.
of yoga, but I wanted to spread that goodness of yoga among all in the society. So that is
True.
how I started my career in
Wow.
2019 in yoga. So I also wanted that just no, don't limit yoga to only asanas and pranayam. You have
Hmm.
also to broaden your perspective of yoga. ठीक है योगा आसन हम लोग योगा क्लास जब लेते हैं तो वी डू लॉट ऑफ asanas and pranayam and also talk about some yoga philosophy also, so that you
Yeah, we
understand
do.
and connect yourself better, and you understand because when you are doing asana and pranayam you improve your awareness level. You
True.
are more relaxed, you are energized, you are activated.
Hmm.
At the same time it gives a lot of health benefits which I have got.
True.
For example, tell about when it talks to female health, the major problem that we every month that we have. Okay, that time it is a
Menstruation.
major thing. But right now at this present time, I don't feel anything. I am completely healthy. Even those 4 days, I don't feel that I'm under those 4 days, or I
Yeah.
have constipation issues or I'm out of energy. I don't feel anything. I'm completely active throughout the day.
This is like a dream for many of the women because it's
Yes, that
like
is what,
during
and
those
that is the
3 or 4 days,
main.
it's so painful.
It pains me and
Yeah.
hurts me when I hear people and females coming to me that I have irregular menstruation, I'm down with cramps, I cannot move, and I have so many
True.
other health issues. So I always feel that let's come back to our Vedic roots, because yoga is a
Exactly.
part of our yoga. Yoga is a part of our Vedic roots because it's a part of our Raj Yoga, which is all about what scriptures talk about. So that is why I
True. So,
feel that when we take a lifestyle, a yogic lifestyle, not just with asana and pranayama, but with complete holistic lifestyle of yoga, that is how we
hmm.
can, improve our lives and we bring meaning and nourish our lives. Yeah.
Okay. So, great, great, great. So, your journey has been long. You have been with yoga for like 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And I'm
that's
still a
amazing.
student.
That gives you
I'm
what?
still a student. I'm still a student because it is a lifelong journey.
Lifelong,
It's a lifelong
lifelong
journey.
student.
Yeah. So
True.
we are
But
all
then,
learning from someone or the other. And the
true.
most important thing I would like to highlight is when you are understanding yoga in its true self, like in all four aspects, because when we are doing asana and pranayam, we are doing Raj Yoga. When we are doing
Hmm.
karma, when we are acting without any fructive result, we are just doing our
Hmm.
karma without being a doer.
True.
The major problem today with us as a youngster and as an entire whole human being is that we take doership. We are not a trustee, we don't take a trusteeship attitude, meaning that when we're doing something we feel that we are doing it and I should get the credit, and people should praise me and boost our ego in that. But no, actually you just do your work as a part of your own dharma. That means you have to do that whatever you are being assigned. Like, so for example, I'm a mother, I cook for my family. So if I feel that no, only I can do and I should get the credit of this. No, it's basically we should be a trusted that you have been assigned by God, that you are being assigned by God that you have to do this particular work and do service to your family, okay, or service to a society, rather than thinking that I am done, I have done it. You should not have that attitude.
This
That
is
is what.
being done through me.
Yes, from doership to
That
trusteeship.
is it.
That should be the mentality. That is the main crux, that where we don't feel stress and anxious about the result of the activity. And that is the
Yeah.
main
So
point
even if
I talk
we,
about.
exactly, even if we don't take it in a religious or spiritual way, right? Yeah.
It is a life's manual. It will teach you, it will help you to reduce your stress, anxiety, and guide you in the proper light.
True. Okay. So great, great journey. That I think that gives you enough credibility to be here, and we can get started with the questions, right?
Sure, sure, yeah.
So there are a lot of questions that are there that people have asked. and I'm sure you'd love them because at some stage in your journey, you must have got them too. So,
Right, true.
yes, right? So,
Now let's start.
let's get started with the
All right,
questions, right?
let's begin.
Okay. So, the first question that I see is, yeah, so this is the most basic question. Like, people have asked me this throughout and like in three, four forms, in different forms. That why is yoga the solution to modern world?
Okay, right. See, I just told you that in today's modern life, where we are in fast life, fast food, and fast death, okay, all are fast. So we need to slow down ourselves a bit. We are leading a very sedentary lifestyle. Maybe for few, many of them are sedentary living. We are binge eating. We don't know, and we are sitting whole day. And that is where we need to channelize our energy in a right manner through yoga, asanas, and pranayam, some breath works, which will help you to bring back your inner self. Because you know what happens, we are so busy in our lives, in our routine, that we don't give that 1 hour to ourselves. So every day take out that 1 hour so that you can recharge yourself, because yoga is recharging. You must have felt, Divya. You tell me about your one and a
Definitely.
half year experience, because you are new to yoga, who are complete beginner here. They know that as a beginner, or probably when you are starting your day, when you want to recharge, and that give that 1 hour to your own body, where you're completely aware of yourself, your body, your being, you're stretching, you're doing some pranayam. You know, this yoga is an art, and this art cannot be communicated. Even whatever I'm telling you, maybe might not relate to somebody, but yoga is an art which can be just experienced and felt. So whatever I'm
That's true.
communicating to you probably may not really hit you that well, but if you start doing it like for another 2 months or so, give that determined way that you have to do it, it will definitely change your mindset. Because yoga in a way actually, harmonize your senses, and it makes sure that your eating, sleeping habits are channelized and harmonized. You don't
So
overeat.
I'll tell you, yeah. So since you have asked, I'll tell you about my experience, okay?
Yeah.
So before this, in my whole life, I never tried yoga, okay? In our school, we used to have this PT period, okay, before the assembly. And in that, we were told to actually touch our toes
Yeah,
through
forward.
our hands, yeah, forward fold without actually like bending our knees.
Huh.
I never used to do that. I used to just enjoy it over there. You still can see that I still can't do that, okay?
Uh,
So it's like it's because of all those times that I'm not being able to, like, my body is not that flexible. My back is not flexible, my legs are not that flexible. They don't have that enough strength. Right. So when I started this yoga journey, right, 1.5 months ago, I was very scared at that time. What will happen यार, सब क्लास में तो सब लोग कितने अच्छे से करते होंगे, सब लोग मुझसे तो सब बेटर ही होंगे, और एक्चुअली दैट हैपेंड, मुझसे तो सब बेटर ही है. But then, but then still, I know, okay, what I couldn't do 1.5 months ago, I can do that right now.
okay.
Like there are some asanas which I can do right now.
It's a process.
So I can, yeah, I can literally see that my body has changed. I should have like recorded it. Okay, first day pe I'm not able to, like, Badhikonasana I was not able to touch, but then now I'm
You
able to
don't have.
go this far,
See, I'll
right?
tell
So I feel
you.
like recording it also.
Yeah, I completely understand. See, I'll tell you why it is more important today's world, because we are mostly sitting. Because in this fast-paced technological world, where we are not into very active lifestyle. You know, when we sit for longer time, we make our spine very weak. Because when we don't stretch ourselves, we don't give any asanas like forward fold or inversions, we don't stretch them, so that when their spine becomes weak, slowly and steadily you will lose your mass, your muscle mass जो होता है. Because with age our muscle mass is reduced. So muscle mass क्या है, basically आपको strong और balance बनाने के लिए बोलते हैं ना, मसल्स का जो मास रहता है, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. Because when you don't have that muscle mass with age, your muscle, if you don't exercise, your muscle mass will start reducing. It will also impact your metabolism and thereby your immunity. With weak back, your hips will become weak, gradually your thighs will become weak, and
Yeah.
gradually impact your knees. Because there are so many adults who have no issues apparently in their knees, but they still have knee pain. That is basically because the
Yes.
problem that the spine has become weak because they don't have any exercise. They don't do any kind of training on yoga asanas and certain asanas which are meant to improve your back flexibility. Yeah,
True. So
that is
because the
more
back is
important.
not able to hold the weight properly, because that is not getting distributed on the back, वो hips पे आता है and then it gets like
Right.
downward to thighs and
Yes,
knees.
yes.
Yeah, that is why like many adults, like I've seen, even my own grandmom has gone through knee replacement journey, like surgery. So
Yeah.
yeah,
All
that
right.
happens. True, true,
It's
true.
more
So we
more
can,
important in today's time
yeah,
because we are living
hmm,
sedentary lifestyle, inactive lifestyle. We're mostly sitting in our laptop, on our laptop, doing a desk job or doing light
true,
exercises or light workouts. So it is more important
true,
today.
true, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like related to this only, there's another question that came up
Hmm.
that I generally sit on chair the whole day in front of my laptop with bad posture.
Hmm.
So I don't want to develop a bad posture. And are there some asanas that can help?
See, definitely there are asanas which can help you. I always say that whenever you are, more into desk job or whole day you're sitting,
Hmm.
so do that sukshma, which are subtle exercises. Do some shoulder movements, your wrist movements, neck movement. Most important thing today is neck problem. Most of the women, especially or males, also have these issues of neck area, which is mostly paining without any cause. We don't know the reason.
Hmm.
Mainly because we are just sitting and we have wrong posture. So try and sit erect all the time, which is why you in kitchen also, when there are many females who are mostly working in kitchen. The concept of standing kitchen, the time that has come, standing kitchen, where your initially the kitchen were down earlier days. There was no platform to sit.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Ah,
there
okay.
was body and your workstation was aligned. Okay. You were sitting down and you were doing. Right now we are standing
Mhm.
whole time almost, and our platform is down. So our neck is mostly like this.
Yeah,
And when is a time when
true.
you are neck up? You don't take it up anytime. So after every few intervals, do some shoulder movements, some wrist movements, neck exercises, which will really help you. And take a gap or take a walk of 10 minutes after every half an hour, at least 5 minutes if time permits.
Yeah.
So you
That seems to be a
actually
little
become.
difficult to implement.
Yeah, see, when you're sitting in a long hours on your desk, you actually, disalign your complete posture. And that's why yoga helps.
Definitely.
I'll always suggest that join a yoga class under some. Now it's online, so join any online yoga class in your city, anywhere. Now तो अभी city का भी इतना कोई वो नहीं है. World is now one. So that you align your posture well, because with yoga your back is aligned well, your right and left side is balanced well. Now you also must be knowing that
Hmm.
some yoga poses
Yeah,
have right alignment,
we'll
left.
talk about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That I have to definitely talk about. So that would be answered through one more question that we have. Okay. Okay, but let's just first go into this one. So this is a lot of people have this one. I tend to sleep a lot and get very lethargic during the day, like especially during the afternoons. How can yoga come into play?
See, I'll tell you, I have more than 10 clients coming to me, all ladies. Obviously I take only ladies session. They have told me there was always a need of afternoon nap. I always want an afternoon nap, but since
Hmm.
I've started doing yoga with you, I don't feel sleepy or lazy in the afternoon. I'm so energetic with yoga. Just in the morning they do yoga with me and they're energized. And that is why you have to take up, because when you are feeling lazy and lethargic or fatigued or tired and just half of the
Hmm.
day, that is a sign that you are not fit. See, what is a sign signal of fitness? That you are able to do your normal routine activity, day-to-day activity, without being tired, without being lethargic, or not being able to do it. द बेसिक नॉर्मल. क्यों आप लोग
Yeah,
फिटनेस मेन सिंपल लेमन एग्जाम मीनिंग क्या होगा कि आपको अपना आपका जो डेली बेसिक रूटीन है दैट शुड बी फॉलोड विदाउट एनी लेजीनेस और लेथार्जी और
exactly.
एनी बोर्डम. That is the basic layman language.
Yeah, your body shouldn't come in between your goals, right? It should be a, yeah, it should actually help you to
Yeah.
reach
In
there.
fact,
It should not
Ayurveda
be a
also
barrier.
says, in fact, Ayurveda also says that you should never take an afternoon nap. You know, especially
Okay.
you can take like 20 minutes nap in the winters, but not in the entire other days, other seasons, because
Okay. Now the summer.
it actually hinders your digestion and your lifespan as per Ayurveda. So
Okay.
it is time that you take up yoga or exercises which will energize you, which will activate all your nerves, which will help you. When you do yoga poses or asanas, that is where your entire organs, your brain cells, your entire body cells are activated, and hence you are completely energized throughout the day. Even if
True,
people do it for
true.
2 days, they will realize it. In just 2 days, they will
Yes.
know that कि यार कुछ तो change हुआ है body में. So I'm feeling little more
True.
supple, I'm feeling more flexible, and somehow जो blocked energies है. See, in as per yoga text, our bodies have 72,000 nadis. Nadis in simple language is basically our हमारे सारे बॉडी में ना नाड़ी सिंपल जैसे ब्लड वेसल्स बोलते हैं आप लोग मेडिकल मॉडर्न
Hmm.
टर्म्स. तो ये जो हर एक नाड़ी में ना सब जगह पे एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड है. So there are 72,000
Okay.
nadis, and our navel
Okay.
is the center of our body. So above navel
Hmm.
is 36,000 and below navel is 36,000. Okay,
Okay.
and this nervous system is completely the central nervous system. So everything is connected. So you do a lot of inverted poses, you do a lot of pranayam, or you do various other or forward folds. That is where your brain starts giving more blood circulation. See, there are three things: cardiovascular fitness, कार्डियो रेस्पिरेटरी फिटनेस. दैट मीन्स आपका लंग्स कितना कैपेसिटी है उसको ऑक्सीजन लेके और मसल्स को पहुंचाना, और आपके हार्ट में
Okay.
कितना कैपेसिटी है ऑक्सीजन पूरे शरीर में फैला के उसको फंक्शन बढ़ाना
हाँ.
ऑर्गन्स का. प्लस हाउ स्ट्रॉन्ग इज योर मसल, बिकॉज स्ट्रॉन्गर द मसल्स द हायर आवर मेटाबॉलिज्म रेट इज. जैसे
True.
अगर हम लोग कोई एक्सरसाइज करते हैं तो जो हम लोग का जो एक पर्टिकुलर क्या बोलते हैं उसको, हमारा मसल स्ट्रांग होता है तो हमारा साथ ही साथ हमारा मेटाबॉलिज्म रेट फास्ट होता है, एंड इट
Hmm.
टोन्स आवर बॉडी एंड आवर मसल मास एज वेल. Okay,
Hmm.
that is
True, true,
where
true.
yoga help you in every function of your fitness, be it cardiovascular, cardiorespiratory, muscular, flexibility, or your relaxation and stress level. So it is a complete
True.
package.
In fact, when you do like asanas में तो इतना तो पता नहीं चलता because you gradually are increasing your flexibility and all of that. But when you do pranayam, right, suddenly you feel that your mind is totally energized. It's like I can feel the vibrations in my head after I've done 200 or 300 Kapalbhati, right? So that thing is instantly seen in pranayam.
Yeah, because
That
your
must be happening with
oxygen
asanas
level
also,
is
but
completely inflated in the lungs, and your
hmm,
lungs is quickly and fast. It's channelizing all the energy and oxygen to your entire body. And when your
true.
lungs are completely in a good capacity. See, I'll give you one example. There was one research that was done by some university, I think Ball State University in USA. They did one
Hmm.
research on athletes, some 200 athletes,
Okay.
on the effect of asanas and pranayam. Okay,
Hmm.
some were smokers, some were asthmatic, and some were athletes. So all these
Okay.
three groups, they realized after that, after they were given some 24 weeks of yoga asanas and pranayam. This was just to test that is yoga in itself a complete package, because people feel that सिर्फ
Hmm.
योगा करने से थोड़ी weight loss होगा, सिर्फ योगा करने
हाँ.
से हमारा muscle strong होगा, ये बहुत
True.
बड़ा myth है. But yoga in itself is a complete package, and it will really, and that research actually was out, and it told that they have considerably improved their lung function, and they even realized that
Hmm.
it has improved the lung function to that capacity that it was never before. Okay,
Hmm. True,
so
true,
that
true.
how
And there was one more fact that you told me. Okay,
yeah.
because of our shallow breathing in everyday life, by the end of
Yes,
our life, we decrease our lung capacity to only 20 to 30% of what it
we have
originally
already done
was.
we have already done it. See, हमारा शास्त्र क्या कहता है? Scriptures always tell that our life is not defined by our age. Our life is defined by
Yeah.
our how many breaths we take. आपने सुना होगा कि हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि अब जिनकी जितनी सांसें लिखी है उतना ही जीना है ना? और ऐसा नहीं होता है कि अरे ये तो सिर्फ 60 साल जिया, ये तो 70 साल जिया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. कोई इंसान बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफ जी के, बहुत एंगर, बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेशन और बहुत अपने लाइफ को इतना अनहेल्दी तरीके से जिया है, he may die early even if it destined for more. Why? Because most of the time when we are angry, when we don't exercise, when we are most of the time stressed, when we are not happy within, that is when our breathing pattern is not perfect. And when our breathing pattern is uneven, that is how you will take more breaths per minute. Okay, generally you take more breaths per minute, and that is how you will reduce your lifespan. For example, I'll tell you a dog who will pant around 30 to 40 breaths per minute, and a normal healthy individual will generally be around 23, 24 breaths per minute. An unhealthy person, on the contrary, who is full of health disease, health problems, who is full of anger, who has no balance of mind, or who is mostly angry on a lot of things, who has taken a wrong method of living, they will generally have 30 to 35 seconds breaths per minute. So you are breathing more per minute. The yoga practice aim is to reduce your breath per minute to at least 18 or 20 or 17. A normal yoga, so there was a research done on a yogi, I don't remember the name. He could hold his breath and he requires just one breath per 3 minutes. He can stay with it. So that is how the beauty of pranayama and asanas is. You have to improve your lung capacity. That lungs की इतनी क्षमता है कि वो एक ब्रेथ के बाद वो रुक सकता है, उसको उतना कैपेसिटी है वो एक ब्रेथ में कि आपके बॉडी को प्रॉपर फंक्शन करके रखे, एंड फिर आपको 1 मिनट के बाद फिर एक और ब्रेथ लेना है. So your goal is to reduce your breath per minute. On the contrary, if you talk about tortoise, turtle, they live for 400, 300 years. They just take 1 or 2 breaths per minute.
That is why, okay.
Clearly, give an example or idea of, how breath is so important and how pranayama becomes so important. So second thing, whatever yoga texts talk about is when you're breathing, okay? When you're breathing, you are completely concentrating on your breath. So when you can control your breath, you can directly control your mind. And when you can control your mind, you can control the amount of thoughts that come every minute. Because our research says that we have thousands of millions of thoughts per day in one day. So how do you reduce that thought level? Because we are always on self-talk. We don't stop it. So when you do some breath meditation that I do every day with you all, when we start, we take at least 10 seconds initially to do some breath meditation so that we can control our breath somewhere and you can still your mind. That's how.
Yeah, we can see this directly also. When we are angry or stressed, right, we tend to breathe very fast. Our breathing becomes very fast. And then when we are calm or sleeping, like our breath reduces. So at that time also we are told, jab angry, like if we are in the angry state. Yeah.
I always tell you, yoga is just not on the mat; it is off the mat also. So, what kind of ideas that you have, what kind of role models you have, what kind of entertainment you see is also very important. It is not just that you just do 1 hour yoga and you are done. ऐसा नहीं होता. It is also the food for thought. What you breed your mind, what food you give, and that is how what kind of people you follow on Instagram, what kind of people you follow on Facebook. I always give a very single beautiful tip I want to give you. Unfollow those people which are actually not making you happy and not inspiring you, and unnecessarily breeding your things with all nonsense things, to be very frank.
But then ये तो बहुत मुश्किल होता है क्योंकि फिर मसाला कैसे मिलेगा लाइफ में. I've seen many people who don't do that. They don't seek happiness, they seek masala.
वो भी अपना सबका लेवल है. Whatever they want in their life, it is completely their choice.
True. But then this is a really good tip. Even when I think about it, even I follow this without actually knowing this tip. True.
I only follow
that does make sense.
I only follow which will help me in my growth. I will not follow those
Yeah.
people who are unnecessarily giving me those trespassing deviations where I really don't require. So I try
So
and
growth or entertainment, just these two, not news, because that's a lot
yeah,
of
I mean, yeah, exactly.
negativity, especially in these times.
Yeah, everybody has their own definition of entertainment. For me,
Yeah,
reading a book and knowing something new is my definition. Or talking to
true,
somebody. I love talking to people, and I want to know what are their lives, what was their perspective on
true.
certain things. But yes, I always feel that we should always not, you know, judge others. Just be respectful towards them, because when we judge
Hmm.
others, we are actually breeding our ego. We judge that अरे ये तो ऐसा है तो वैसा है. अगर हम criticism में
Hmm.
आ गए, I have learned this beautiful thing from Gita. When you criticize somebody, you're actually breeding your ego, because when you criticize, that means you feel. But the person who will criticize, generally, there is a difference between criticism and constructive criticism. Criticism is to put
Huh.
us down. Constructive criticism is to help people elevate and grow. Okay. So I always feel
True.
that you should never criticize others. Just respect the way they are, and this is how you can find some peace of mind, and you will not your ego will not be a ruling power there.
True. Definitely. Agreed. Okay. So, like, we have learned that yoga is essential, but then how to keep yoga always on and not on and off mode?
So this requires a lot of determination. I always feel because since we all are youth, most of you all, so I always prefer that you all like and follow those people who are really inspiration in yoga, probably yoga scenario in the yoga industry.
Okay.
So when you feel like how beautifully they are doing, probably then you will find a good role model, because without a proper role model, we will not get a determination. Suppose for example, my role model is Hrithik Roshan, so I follow him. Whatever he is doing, I'm following him. So I'm inspired by him. I'm not a role model. I don't idolize Bollywood stars, to be very frank. But I have idolized, like for example, Swami Vivekanand. Or
Yeah.
probably I have idolized Gandhi for some reason. Well, not for all, because there is always fault in somebody in life. In
Hmm.
every person, there is always fault. We cannot be perfect. So
Yeah.
probably find a role model in that yoga community who can help you and channelize, bring you back to the right path. And if you're really serious about
Exactly.
yoga, join a yoga class, read some books on yoga, or read some articles on, there's so many articles or posts on yoga related to Instagram and Facebook.
True. Like
That
right
is how
now,
you
though,
can.
the easiest thing to keep you inspired
Yeah,
is
because
Instagram पे जाके follow the right person.
there are 15 times we go on our phone and scroll. अरे कुछ देखते हैं, क्या है मसाला. So वो मसाला हमको चेंज करना पड़ेगा. वो तीखा
हाँ, true.
मसाले को उसको थोड़ा चेंज करके न्यूट्रलाइज करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, so if it will poke you at least 2 or 3 times in a day, okay,
Yeah,
wow, this person is having such a good fatigue, this
yeah.
person is
So वो
having such
practical
a nice
approach that
lifestyle.
I'm talking about.
हाँ,
May not
true.
sound very foolproof, but it is definitely practical, and this can work.
Yeah. At least as long as the pandemic works, right? तब तक तो
Probably.
वो पक्का
But
चलेगा.
probably by the time you are a yoga person, you will become a yoga
Yeah, exactly. True. At least मुझे लगता है this is what is initially required for a person. उसके बाद में when they start seeing the effects, right, they'll
person.
automatically continue that and they'll feel कि कुछ तो भी missing है life में when they don't
हाँ,
follow it, right?
और अपनी लाइफ
हाँ.
को इस तरीके से मोल्ड करना है कि become a morning person and give that 1 hour to
Hmm.
you. If you are a early morning person, then only you will be able to give that time for yourself. Because क्या होता है, देखो, जब भी सुबह हम उठते हैं, most of all are sleeping. That time the
Yeah.
energies are completely, no energies are there, because most of them. So we can take the nature's energy and draw within us, and take that
Yeah.
1 hour to us, give precious 1 hour to us, and you see how your
True.
life transformed. It has transformed my life. It has changed my
Okay.
eating habit, my sleeping habit have become very, very in balance. so I don't overeat. I feel that I was foodie. I was a big foodie, but I don't somehow last 3 years I believe it has really changed my perspective on food. I feel that I should just eat food for my sustenance and not for my
Yeah.
gratification. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a
I
like
don't sleep
we
more than
take food as a sensory experience. So
yes.
that is a very difficult thing to do, but I think yoga can actually change
So
that over the
I,
long time.
I don't sleep more than 6 hours, and
Hmm.
I don't take any meat. I don't take any smoke or alcohol. No, not even tea or coffee.
Yeah,
So
because
that
that
also
also caffeine.
yeah that
Yeah.
also yeah. So this has somehow changed and shifted. Not everybody everybody has their own calling, and that was my calling, and that's how I accepted it. So just
True, true.
respect
So there's
others'
this,
calling and respect my calling. So yeah, hi Divya.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, so there's one more follow-up question on this. I had one more question. Yeah, can I do yoga after having bed tea, or can I do it only on the empty stomach by having some water?
Okay, so first thing is that you
So,
can have just by water because not tea would not really help. It will unnecessary, it. I'm not a dietitian or not. I'm a person who can give guide on diet, but that is naturopathy and Ayurveda always recommend that you should not drink tea or coffee first thing in the morning. Don't do that mistake.
mm,
Whoever is here listening, make sure that you drink your tea or coffee just eating something, some fruits or something or the other, and then take your tea or coffee because drinking on empty stomach will further, impact your gas because it actually dries your stomach and it causes
true.
acidic effect. It has
Hmm.
acidic effect on our stomach. That's why it is said
Yeah.
that do not drink on empty stomach. You can take a
Hmm.
warm liquid lemon water and have it and start yoga exercises. No issues.
Okay. Okay. So, like one more question on food was there.
Hmm.
Does eating non-veg affect our practice of yoga?
Now this is a very deep question and very long answer. I'll just briefly tell you that uh, in non-vegetarian food, it's basically a food which is already dead, and they were living food. They were living beings, and when we eat them, we are also eating their cries, their hurt, their feelings, which were done when they were killed. So the time you eat them, you are also incurring their anger, their frustration, their anxiety, their pain. And then when you eat that, your heart becomes that the same feeling is energized in our own self. That's why I feel that most of the people who are, we cannot really define that, but it actually change your energy, change your energy level. So there are three things that Gita talks about: goodness, which is sattvic, and there is second type
Mm.
of food, which is tamasic, which is full of ignorant food, and there is also all
Yeah.
as sattvic, tamasic, and rajasic.
Rajik.
Rajasic.
Yeah.
So Rajasic is passion food. So when it comes to when you want to change your life, it because you are what you eat. This is a very simple
Mm.
quote which we have been hearing lifelong, that आप जो खाते हो जैसा अन्न वैसा मन. बहुत बहुत कॉमन
Mm.
फिलोसफी है ये, एंड एवरीबडी हैव हर्ड इट. सो इफ यू ईट मोर लिविंग फूड लाइक फ्रूट्स, वेजिटेबल्स, सो हमारा जो मन है वो एकदम फ्रेश एनर्जाइज रहता है. वी आर मोर कूल एंड इट ऑल्सो इम्पैक्ट्स आवर इमोशंस. हमारे डिजायर्स भी थोड़े कूल और शांत होने लगते हैं. आवर डिजायर्स डजंट ट्रबल अस मच व्हेन वी टेक
Mm.
पैशन फूड, दैट इज राजसिक फूड, बहुत स्पाइसी,
Mm.
बहुत तला हुआ फूड और बहुत
हाँ.
पैकेज फूड जिसमें हमें कुछ जान नहीं है. वो फूड आपको वैसा ही प्रवृत्ति देगा, आपका माइंड वैसा बनेगा. बट व्हेन यू टेक इग्नोरेंट फूड
Mm.
लाइक तामसिक, विच आर on non-vegetarian foods, or some drugs, all these things, they will bring you more darkness in your life. You will not realize it
Mm.
probably, but it brings lack of intelligence. You will not be able to rationalize between right and wrong. So that's how the
Mm.
energy level works on food and your mind. This is a little grave and
Okay.
difficult topic. So, but it has been researched. You can take a Google look and you can take a research on how. It helps. It has had direct impact on your mind and your emotions.
But then, like, generally, when people join gym or anything, right, they are told that they should have a particular amount of protein. They should eat eggs, like these many eggs and
Yeah.
all of that. So, does in yoga, does that translate to something else? Because, like, eating non-veg, right? So, does that affect your practice of yoga,
It will
like in
definitely.
physical realm
I
also?
mean, if you are only into asana and pranayama and fitness and physical aspect of yoga, it won't really impact you much. But if you are going into a spiritual aspect of yoga, it will definitely impact.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
the higher forms of
yes.
meditation,
But
sadhana, and all of these.
yoga is basically means to join. Yoga has been derived from that word called YUJ, yuj. That means to join and join with your supreme soul, your Paramatma, and to
Mhm.
connect with that and give a union of that. And that is when will happen when you are in the higher consciousness, from your sensory level to your intellectual level to your emotion and then your spiritual level. So these are all levels that
Hmm.
these are a practitioners, form and go upward and learn that we are
True.
not the body and we are the spirit. We all know that we don't
Okay.
realize it. We all know that we are not this
Yeah.
body and we know that we are all soul, but we don't realize because we are in the bodily platform.
Hmm.
And that is why yoga
True.
is. I hope I'm not going very
Yeah.
deep and
Yes. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. The next question is, yeah, my shoulder joint, which is called the ball and socket joint over here, I guess. So this is stiff. Doctors have said that instead of round, it has become a little flat.
Hmm.
So hence, I can't even raise my hand fully upwards many a times.
See, I will recommend that they can join a yoga therapist. They are a special therapist who is trained specially to perform yoga asanas on those who have certain health issues. Okay, who
Hmm.
are already sick and diseased and who have certain issues. Those yoga therapists will really help you to do only those specified few selected asanas and gradually take you up to the level where you don't feel any problems.
Yeah. True. Okay. Hmm. So, like, this should be under a proper guidance.
Yes,
This
yes.
is what you recommend.
See, there are
Yeah.
types of yoga trainers. Like for us, we train healthy people. But when it comes
Hmm.
to special problems, disease,
Like cervical
cervical issues, or
and
probably some other grave issues, arthritis or certain things, they should definitely
yeah.
like some. There are people who I know, a therapist who trains or give guidance who have half paralytic issues. So they actually do a lot of asanas and changing with various points and acupunctures and acupressure. They try and
Okay.
neutralize it with asanas and points. So yoga therapists will really help them. They can join them in
Okay.
the city, wherever they are.
Okay. So, like, if you have anyone in your eyes
Yeah, I
that can
know.
help, you
See,
can.
I'll tell you my story when I was pregnant and postpartum. Post pregnancy, I had gained some 24 kgs of weight. And I had people feel that yoga will not really help you in weight
Yeah,
loss,
losing
but
weight.
I'll give you the given all the answers that why yoga is the entire package and entire routine. So you don't really need to go anywhere else. Just yoga in itself will help you and lose your weight if you're eyeing for weight loss.
Okay. Oh, great. So this thing, I think many people need to hear that
Yes,
because
because people
people
feel that
literally think that weight loss के लिए तो
the
yoga
yoga
क्या
will give
करेगा
you a good flexibility. It
gym.
will help you channelize and improve your blood circulation. It will, as I already mentioned, your lung function, your heart function, your abdominal, your spleen,
Hmm.
liver, like they actually go internalized. It's an internal process. And if you really are eyeing for weight loss, then we have other modern forms of yoga like power yoga, vinyasa, ashtanga yoga. They are basically like a cardio.
Uh-huh.
If you want to do strength training, do a lot of plank, you do a lot of arm based, which actually involves your arms and your shoulder strength to lift yourself up. So what else you all want?
Hmm.
Everything is there in yoga. Everything you want strength, you want
True.
dumbbells. Your body is your dumbbell, your shoulder is your dumbbell, and
True.
come up and you will do it. You just have to have that practice
Yeah.
and under a
True.
right.
So, like in gym, we also do the pull-ups, and then in yoga, we actually have to like lift our body in different
Yeah,
ways.
Yeah, so you want core training, everything is there. See, I'll tell you my story. I have always been healthier side all my life, and during my yoga teacher training, I did the vinyasa, which is called basically modern style power yoga, and I did 2 hours every single day. I have performed
Okay.
vinyasa power yoga for 2 months, and I have never seen my body toning as much. I'm actually almost my college days physique now. I have a same physique
Wow.
like college. In fact, lesser I believe. When I 8 years got when I got married, I'm now slimmer than what I was when I was married. So people
Beautiful.
post pregnancy, अरे body वापस नहीं आ सकता, ऐसे ही रहेगा, but ऐसा नहीं है. You can really do miracles with your body. You just have to go in and believe in your body and let it happen.
True. Yes, true. So there was one more question that, like in Surya Namaskar, right, in sun salutations, what happens is some people do it so quickly, like in some yoga classes, it is done so quickly that all the solutions go like get over in 30 seconds. But in some forms, what happens is while during the Surya Namaskar, it is done very slowly. So in each of the 12 steps, you are holding for 20 or 30 seconds in each step. So some people do it in that way, and some people finish the whole sequence in 30 seconds. So how is that both of
See,
them
I just
different?
mentioned that what is your goal? If your goal is weight loss, or if your goal
Hmm.
is relaxation and internalize and self awareness. So, and obviously keeping your body fit. So, suppose if you're eyeing for weight loss, you can
Hmm.
definitely go for, like, let's say, if you all have heard Ramdev Baba, he is a guru of yoga. He has only got this yoga thing famous back in 2002. Okay,
Yeah,
that is
true.
how India got that, because Westerners were already adopting it. So he
True.
says that you should do 30 seconds में एक सूर्य नमस्कार. ठीक है, for weight loss,
Hmm.
for person who has lot of fats in their body, they should perform surya namaskar in this fast fashion manner, because this will become cardio. Okay, अगर अभी आप
Hmm. True.
टाइम you're not going out, you're not walking, you're not brisk walking, or you're not jogging, do surya namaskar at home. It will give you same effect, but in fast
True.
pace. Okay, now suppose if you want to do it for health, for activeness, for massaging your internal organs, for fitness, for your lung function, for your heart function, for your flexibility, for your obviously weight loss will be there. So if you're holding the asana for normal time, you are actually making yourself strong. You're building your stamina. And then you are doing that self talk when you're holding that for 30 seconds. You almost be knowing, अरे 30 seconds रोकने को बोला है. Oh God, अभी ये pain हो रहा है. You're giving that muscle stretch. You're toning your muscles. Yeah, you're improving your muscle mass there. You're doing that self talk.
Especially when the countdown, yeah,
Yeah,
countdown starts,
yes,
right?
yes.
It's like a bus, 10 more
Then
seconds.
you will actually feel that when you are on the mat and you are trying to tolerate that, you will be more tolerant in your life off the mat. Yeah,
True.
when you are tolerating that
More
30
resilient.
40 seconds, yes, you will be more resilient. You will be able to tolerate unforeseen situation in life. Yeah,
True. Yes, it's true.
so
Because our
actually
minds and
one more
bodies are
important
connected.
thing. Yes, mind and body are connected. I'll tell you, mind is a subtle form of body, and body is a
Hmm.
gross form of mind. So both are connected. So whatever you are doing in the mental bodily level, it is directly, because जैसे हम बोलते हैं, जैसे हम लोग tree pose करते हैं. If you remember when I do tree pose in balance
Vrikshasan.
pose, so it actually shows that how much strong your mental or mindset is. If you're strong, or if you're very very steadfast, and you cannot go here and there, it also shows in your life. धीरे धीरे
Hey,
you will come up.
yeah, I want to celebrate this over here. But day before yesterday, I did Vrikshasan for 3 minutes. 3 minutes,
Wow,
10 seconds actually.
that's great.
Yes. So that is happening.
That is how
So,
and when you do self practice now better, you will actually feel your body's awareness level in physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. So because you
True.
have to surpass that levels, when asanas and pranayama are done, you are in a physical level. You might be in the mental level.
Hmm.
Then you slowly, gradually come up to the emotional level and then spiritual level.
True. So, Neha, like, what kind of students do you teach? Like, I've heard this really nice explanation somewhere that the field of yoga is like an ocean.
Hmm.
Some people come and sit on the shore, enjoying the cool breeze, and some wet their feet. So, some people swim and surf, yet others dive deep and get the pearls.
Hmm.
So, it is up to you to decide how much and what do you want. So,
Hmm.
from which state do you teach your students?
Okay, it's a very nice question. See, when you are saying that a person who come, yoga is like an ocean, who come and sit on the shore, is the one who come, do 1 hour yoga and go, tata bye bye. Okay, that is their yoga.
Hmm.
And there is one who come and dive, or probably surf on that. So they might be a little more that they do some. There are some practices of gyan yoga. Probably they read some spiritual aspect to know what is the nature of this mind, nature of the world, this universe, how they are functioning. And the one who
Hmm.
dive within in, they will actually try and implement in their lives, and they will want that even others take that beauty and bliss of yoga. Okay,
Hmm.
so yoga is I'll tell you, there are ashtang in Raj Yoga. When we talk about only Raj Yoga, I told you in Raj Yoga there are asana, pranayam, then there is dhyan, that is meditation, then there is pratyahar,
Hmm.
that means withdrawal of senses, and then
Yeah.
you reach in the stage where you actually connect with your union with your supreme self. So that is
Hmm.
where you actually dive within, and that's a personal, completely personal journey. Okay, a guru probably can just give you a light, but probably it's completely personal choice, a personal goal of an internal realization of of your supreme self who's seated within, will guide you on where you are actually.
True.
So this is not a person who will decide of what I will teach, but yeah, it's a complete personal, and it will come to you, when the student is ready, teacher appears. It is like that.
Wow. Wow, it's such a beautiful, right? True. Beautiful. So I think we are down to the last 3 minutes, Neha, for
Yeah.
our 1 hour session. So I'll just take up one last question, okay? So
Yeah.
this one I've got in other forms that people ask that how is yoga different from any other physical activity like running and gymming?
Mm-hmm.
So like why yoga? Why not gym? Why not running or
Yeah, as
something
I
like
told
that?
you, yoga is in itself a complete package. People who feel that, see, those who are beginner, they should definitely should mix yoga with some walking or some core or some strengthening exercises. But once you have gained a good amount of flexibility, and you can do some more intermittent asanas and pranayam, then is where you don't really need any other form of exercises, because yoga will definitely internalize yourself. It will make you fit, make you healthy, and it will definitely make sure that your entire functions of entire, which I just talked about, health, heart, lungs, your abdominal, your
Hmm.
fat issue, they will all be resolved. I mean, everything will be resolved through yoga. So I mean, it is
Hmm.
completely up to individual choice what are they are calling. If they feel that they want to connect, they want an internal experience or they want an external experience. For external experience, definitely
Yeah.
gym, the form of exercise will help you. So it's completely up to individual nature, you know. But
Hmm.
we by nature we
True.
all have that feeling to internalize, to connect our deep within self. So
To
yoga
look
is,
beyond.
everybody is a yoga person. You just have to discover it.
True. And I think at some or the other stage of life, you would
Yeah,
come across it, some
exactly.
or the other form.
So you can
Wow.
be a karma yogi, you can be a jnana yogi, wherein you actually believe that true knowledge will give you right path, or you can be a bhakti yoga yogi, or you can be a Raj yogi through asana and pranayama. See, I'll tell you, this asana and pranayama is Raj yoga is most difficult in today's time because our lifespan is only 60-70. So Raj Yoga will not really will be a very detailed practical approach in this yoga, but definitely Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga is a go through yoga where you can actually. But yes, definitely Asana and Pranayam helps you, relaxes your mind, and be flexible and function your entire duty better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there were some. Okay, so there are just two impromptu questions that I've got. So one of them is like his mother, her gallbladder and uterus have been removed. So like, can yoga help
Yeah,
over there?
she can, because at this time when these things are removed, it is a huge hormonal imbalance, huge. It might take 2 years, 3 years, or I don't know how many years, because it actually creates that gap in the body. So she should actually definitely go to a yoga therapist nearby and take
Therapist, right? Okay.
help there, or what asanas she can start. Definitely, I've known people who do yoga asanas even if their uterus is removed or gallbladder is removed. Because it
Okay.
will definitely
Nice.
help you, feel better, and it will definitely function your metabolism and hormonal endocrine system, which you talk about, will really be balanced. Probably it will help her in a much better way. Yoga, definitely.
Yeah. And instead of just suggesting two or three asanas, I think she should have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
specified
because
therapist, right? And go through the whole journey.
you need a group and you need some pushing. That's why I
True.
say,
Yeah, that's true.
till you become a
And
very strong and determined in doing in yourself.
true. Okay, the last one.
Yeah.
Can three-stage cancer patient recover from yoga?
I don't know the condition. I'm not a medical student here, but definitely it will help them feel better and stuff like that. But third stage cancer and what is the condition, we really cannot comment.
Yeah. And
Doctors,
what kind of cancer is there? That also is not mentioned.
definitely.
I
We
think that's
really don't know the entire mental makeup, emotional makeup, the condition. So we cannot really comment on that
true.
positively.
But I've seen a person, a lady, who actually had cervical because she had gone through an accident and she had very bad cervical this thing. The doctors were saying that we can't say that if she'll recover or not. She was on bed rest, kind of. And then she actually went to one of the yoga therapists, and gradually, I think in 2 or 3 years, she was able to do really, really good.
Yeah.
Like in terms of performing yoga itself, she was doing yoga and she was doing it very well, like every normal person would do. So, like medical science had kind of given up, but then over here,
I would also
yoga
like
came
to
to
add
play.
here that along with yoga, your food is also very important. Because when you
True.
transform your food, because food in our ancient text talks about food is a medicine, but we don't
Hmm.
really know that. We don't really feel that. We feel that yoga will only yoga doing yoga will not help you. Along with your right
Hmm.
food will help you. I am a
True.
complete believer of naturopathic and
Naturopathy.
Ayurvedic way. And I've also seen for my weight loss, I have adopted a naturopathic diet and really helped me.
Wow. Great. So I think this okay, so there's one question that came up. How much Kapalbhati at one time, like
If
in
you
one time,
are
how much Kapalbhati can be?
I can see if you're a complete beginner, try and listen to your body. Start with 20 strokes at one time. Relax, take a deep breath, and then again do 20 strokes. If you feel 20 is still higher, start with gradually, like 5 count, 5 strokes, and then relax. One breath, take one breath, and then do it. Gradually improve and at least do 200, 300 strokes. Especially if you're a BP
Hmm.
patient, you should be a little more cautious and just listen to your body and be a little even and smooth while doing Kapalbhati. Don't do it very fast.
Yeah, true. Like I generally see that in pranayam, right? People tend to take breaths very fast and then very slow, but we don't do
It
it that
should be
way.
effortless. See, in our yoga text
Yeah.
about that one sutra is that it should be very effortless breathing, and when you do asanas, it
Hmm.
should be stiram sukham asana. That means it should be steady and it should be pleasing. So if you feel that
Yes.
you are wobbling here and there, and then you are making faces and you're crying, then that will not give you like perfection. In any perfection in asana means that you are sthir and sukham. Yeah.
Hmm. True. Great, great, great. So I think I've got the right person because we don't actually like do it that way. We do it very calmly and we see all aspects of that. It was a great, great answered many of the questions over here. Other they would have got the right things.
True.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much for joining us, Neha. Thank you
much.
so much.
You. It was a pleasure being with you. I hope it has cleared many doubts on yoga and wellness and what yoga was is all about. I hope we all take up yoga as a lifestyle, not just asana and pranayam, but go beyond the body and understand our own true self.
Exactly. And if you have any further questions, you can reach out to Neha's page, which is Soul Connect India,
Thank you
right?
so much.
So I'll just mention it over here.
Sure.
Yes. As a comment. Yeah. So Soul Connect India, you can reach out to her page and DM her for any of the questions. And then you can also join her classes or get recommendations from her as to join which yoga therapist or whom, right?
Right. Thank you so much,
Thank
Divya.
you so much, Neha.
You.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.